I'm live. Yo, I feel like a little cornball, but basically, this isn't an episode of Kicking It with J Mac, but I'm J Mac, and I'm going to teach you how to repair your own credit. So, I think I should just jump into it because I really don't got that much time to even do this. So, we just going to go to the first slide. I'll let you see what the slides. Let me share it because I don't know how to work StreamYard that good. So I'm gonna go straight to this. Why was take this picture? Sure. Okay. Yo, that is too much. Okay, sure. Wait. Boom. Then I'm gonna go to this. Open this. And welcome. We will start at 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. on the dot. I'm your host. And this is I don't know. Please don't. I don't know who that lady. Yo, I didn't even finish editing this last. Yo, it's okay. How to repair your credit with Jake. Today's agenda is how credit repair works. How long does it? How long does credit repair take? How to dispute an error on your credit report, and how to get a free credit report to start step by step. So let's just jump into the first topic, which is how credit repair works. Basically, you start by requesting your credit report from each of the three major consumer credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Then you then your credit report for you have to check the credit report for charge offs, tax liens, bankruptcies. Like if you get your car repo, that would go under the charge off or anything, just anything they report to your credit. This is basically everything explained where, when, why, how much, and time, date, all the information you need in one. Last, you got to set a plan up for disputing errors and negotiating with creditors to remove those items. So sometimes you say you can't get the charge or whatever to go away because all the information is correct on each bureau or there's no incorrection, no misspelled names or any addresses or anything. Then you would just have to write a letter to them and saying, okay, I'll settle for 50% of what I owe you or 75%. Some people will, some people won't, but just know if you go use that method to have them write and disclose the fact that they have to remove it. If they're not going to remove it after you pay, then there's no point. Make sure you ask them, will you remove the credit? Will you remove the charge off once I pay you? And if they say yes, make sure they send you documentation after you pay. So you'll have that if they add it back to your credit report without you knowing, like, okay, boom, you said this, just proof, keep a paper trail when you're doing this because it's important, it's vital, because you can actually sue them if they do something incorrect. There's like a $5,000 fine if they add it onto your credit without disclosing that they're adding it to your credit in 5 days. So if something just pops back up after it was deleted, you can write a letter for that too. There's a letter for everything. I would kid you not. So, how to dispute an error on your credit report. You have to send a letter to the credit bureau, basically, and the letter will basically disclose your name. You can just do the last four of your social, the account they're talking about, why you're disputing it. But the first step is really the 360 letter, and that's basically asking for a contract of all the information, just everything in one. It's verification, basically saying that, okay, why am I getting this? Why are you charging me for this? When was it added? Etc. Etc. Determine if you should contact. You scared me. Yo, you should contact the data furniture. Wait up to 45 days for the credit bureau or data finisher. to investigate and respond. Review the results of the investigation. Check for updates on your credit report. Part 2. How long does credit repair take? The credit bureau usually has 30 days after receiving your dispute to investigate and verify information. Typically, the credit bureau will reach out to the company that provided the information and ask for you to investigate it. Then the credit bureau is required to send you the results of the investigation within 5 business days of the completion of the investigation. But if the credit bureau determines the dispute is frivolous, it can choose not to investigate as long as it communicates that to you within the 5 days. How to dispute an error on your credit report. If you identify an error on your credit report, it's crucial to dispute it immediately. Down the line, negative or incorrect identity related information like a misspelled name, wrong address, or transposed social security say it's wrong or the digits are off can affect your ability to get credit cards, loans, insurance, and even a job. The dispute process isn't complicated, but it can be time consuming and frustrating, especially if the result isn't in your favor. It's well worth the effort. However, if you succeed with the dispute, make every effort to prevent late payment and pay all that's due. Try not to get close to your credit limit and to prevent unnecessary hard credit inquiries. Avoid applying for new credit you don't need. So with that part, I would say with the credit cards, your goal is to stay between the 10% and the 30% when you utilize it. So you're not supposed to spend over 30% every month of the card. So if you get approved for $300, the minimum would be 30, the max would be 90 every month to spend. So your credit goes up instead of down. And it makes it go faster as well. How to get a free credit report to start step by step. And that's when I go to this one. You go to annualcreditreport.com. And you request for your free credit reports. You just fill out the information. And then there's a form too. And the form is right here. So if you want to mail it in, where did it go? The request form is this one. Then you would just fill out this information, send it with a stamp. You don't have to send this certified. You could just send this regular, but you do have to provide a copy of your ID, social security number as well, just to show that it's proof of you. And that's how you would do that part. So back to this.